Hi. Okay, so this is Artist Way week 9, which is crazy that we have gotten so far. It's Monday and I've been procrastinating filming this all day and all day yesterday, but here we are now. Um, Week 9 has been an interesting week. The chapter talks a lot about artistic U-turns, and looking back at my past, I do feel kind of resentful because I have had so many artistic U-turns. Whoa, my door just opened. 1 second. Okay, so looking at my past, I've had so many artistic U-turns. Something that really tugs at me is that my first work that I have completed is something like a little bit grander than I know what to do with. And in my past, I have had so many ideas for short films or short stories or just like TV pilots that I just never allowed myself to write or create because I never thought that they were good enough. I remember specifically junior year of high school, me and my best friend Pooja, I wrote this weird time travel story where we start out as old people and we remember our young selves when we met as best friends, and we filmed this whole elaborate thing. I remember us biking through the rain with all of this TV production equipment that I stole from my TV production class but returned rightfully so to film this at the park, and we filmed it and it was so much fun. And I ended up, I don't know what I did with the footage, but I remember we watched it, the footage we took, and we're like, oh, this is so embarrassing and so cringy, so we never ended up finishing it. And what I'd give to watch the first short film I made. At one time I tried to make a Pokemon live action, which I wrote a full script for because it was something fun that I thought I could do, and then I never filmed it. I wrote 2 episodes of this alien sci-fi series called The Glowing, which was actually decently good, which I wrote in high school, and I never finished it. I never even tried to film a scene just for fun. And looking at the script, I totally could have given it a shot. So I feel like I have a lot of those circumstances. And now I feel like I have this project that I finished that I believe in so much, but I could have had more and more opportunities to learn and grow and build my portfolio and have an easier time getting people to help me. And I don't know, it's just something I feel slightly resentful towards. My biggest revelation this week was that my biggest creative enemy is time. Especially post-grad, I have felt so hyper aware of time and myself aging and the people around me getting really, really ahead or dropping out of the race or whatever. And I feel like that has really suppressed me from enjoying making art because I've been coming at my art from a place of panic, from a place of, I need to finish this screenplay or I need to finish this play by this time or else I'm gonna get old and I'm never gonna get to do anything with my life, and the clock is ticking and I need to make myself at least a little bit of a something now or else I'll never get the chance to. And I've just been in just that frantic mentality, and when you are in that space, when you create art out of fear, it's hard to create anything at all. Which is why sometimes when I would sit down and create or try to write or try to do a self-tape, I would come from a very strenuous place of anxiety. So, as an experiment for my artist state, I re-downloaded TikTok and I decided to make a short film as a TikTok, kind of talking about this very message, feeling panic in art and feeling you're running out of time. And I just took my tripod, I brought it to the park, and I just filmed myself at different angles, filming this really silly TikTok that isn't anything special or anything. It's kind of embarrassing, to be honest, but I had so much fun. And my goal was to just create something without having to worry about how good it is, or like by the time passing, but just to create for fun. And I think I want to like start posting on TikTok more just for fun. Even when I used to make TikToks, like it was always from a place of panic of, oh my god, I need to build a following because that's how people get like noticed and blah blah blah. But to be honest, coming at it from a place of fun sounds way better. I don't know, it's just very hard because especially in this field there's such like a wide range of like what people are doing at this age. And there are so many people my age that are just so cool and so trendy and like just really know how to market themselves and do all these brilliant, amazing things and have the resources to do all these brilliant, amazing things too. And it's just like, how do I get in there and what do I have to offer? What do I have to offer? Yeah, so, okay. So, some interesting things that happened this week that like kind of pained me a little bit, slightly, I don't know. So I went to my school, my alma mater's showcase, and I reunited with my mentor from college, who I was his assistant for 3-4 years. And he is the most wonderful, amazing man. I adore him. But it was our first time meeting, and I felt so much distance between us. I hadn't seen him in 2 years, and in my head, I selfishly was expecting this like magical, like, oh my god, like it's so great to like see you and blah blah blah. But he was lovely. Like he was so lovely to me and so lovely to everyone else. And that just made me feel kind of like, wow, like I am really out of college and it's just how it is. And I wish I had asked him to grab lunch or something, but he's so busy and I don't know if he would have had time for me, but that made me kind of sad. Watching the showcase though, I was really proud of my school. A lot of these kids like were sophomores when I was a senior, so they were 2 grades down from me, and seeing them as seniors and how much they improved was awesome. And it made me think of how hard I was like on myself as a senior, and like I feel like me being so tough on myself, like I was totally at like that level of all these kids, but I didn't allow myself to really like just enjoy and be out of my shell and be myself. Like I fucking hated what I wore at showcase. I wore this horrible like cream shirt with black roses on it, and like it was just not good. And I fucking sang Not While I'm Around, which is not a good song for me at all. I feel like if I were to do showcase again now, like with the talent and like knowledge I have now, I would have done so much better and maybe found an agent. And also I had a horrible haircut during showcase. Like I wish I wore my hair wild. So many thoughts about that. Another not creative thing, but like thing that happened is that film director I was talking about 2 weeks ago that I think ghosted me. We conversed again because I was talking to our mutual and she was like, oh, you should message him again, blah, blah, blah. And I messaged him and he was like, yes, let's meet up tomorrow. And by tomorrow at the time was Friday. And we make plans to meet. I ask him what time he wants to meet. I say, I'm free anytime after 4. Ignored again. Ignored, ghosted a second time, which is so like very disappointing. And now I'm just, ooh, who messaged me? Oh, interesting. Side note, I put like not like a thirst trap, but I put a picture of myself like at Trader Joe's. Like I had just climbed and I'm like at Trader Joe's carrying some bags, and I put it like on my story as like a tasteful thirst trap, and now like people are like liking it. I'm downloading Hinge again for the first time again on May 20th. I haven't had it since last year, and anyway, I'm like slowly inching myself back into like finding myself desirable again, and that kind of thing. I've been dealing like a lot with physical insecurity lately. Like, I just have felt like my face is so like round and like puffy and like just not good, but I am trying to get myself out of that and to just like love myself regardless. Like, I look fine, everything is okay. So I had to write down like my creative goals for the week, for the month, and for the year. So I'm gonna read those to you. For the week, I want to find a dramatic monologue, which I love. Rewrite the club sequence for the Imposter Syndrome play, or just continue writing and have fun with it. And film a TikTok, which I did. For the month, I want to make some kind of introduction with the Hellenic Film Society, make more progress with my play, film a monologue, and film a song. Those are good goals. It's nice to read this aloud because I forgot that I wrote this and I need to hold myself accountable. For the year, finish the play version of Imposter Syndrome, figure out how to use TikTok to my advantage. And I wrote and see some kind of results, but I can't control the results I see. Get an agent, which would be awesome. Do more film work. Get in an in-person acting class. Locate and submit for new writing opportunities. Like, I heard about Playwrights Horizon, which that was kind of synchronicity. Someone at the Showcase alumni reception like told me about that. And big thing. It was like I'm in this like film newsletter thing where I just try to stay up to date with what's going on. And it's saying that film, like this industry, like sort of, all these people are messaging me. What the heck? In the industry, like, I don't know much about anything, but like apparently they're favoring screenwriters that like star in their own material, and it's becoming harder and harder for just regular screenwriters to break in, which is a good thing for me, but also like a bad thing in general, because I just really think like people should just be able to have a fair chance. Anyway, so many thoughts, but at first I was like put off by that because it like was talking about how screenwriting competitions are becoming a thing of the past, which I submitted to a lot of those. But then after thinking about it, I'm like, wait, this could be a good thing for me since I want to be in my work. But anyway, I just think the best of both worlds should happen. Like, playwrights should be able to be in their own work. That shouldn't be a taboo thing. And the ones who don't want to be in their work or don't have a kind of TikTok following or whatever should also be able to have a fair chance at getting their scripts read. Idealistic thinking, right? I mean, for the most part, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, the big assignment this week, which I haven't even finished, was to reread my morning pages. And it's been really like, I honestly found like the writing of my morning pages was so good, and I wasn't even thinking about it. I was just like writing, which makes me think I am at my best when I am just doing, when I'm not focused so much on being good or being presentational, when I'm just being, when I'm not thinking about writing and I'm just dumping my thoughts and enjoying myself. That is when I am at my creative peak. And even like in just like life, you know? So I would love to work on moving through the world with more ease and moving through my art with more ease. Okay, I'm gonna go on a run because I feel kind of restless, but that is the video for week 9. Now we are on to week 10. So we have 10, 11, 12, 3 more videos on here. I like wonder who is watching these. Like, I saw on 2 of my other videos, they got like not a lot of views, but like 80 to 100 views. And I'm like, who is watching this? I mean, I'm putting them public so I could just throw it out into the universe, because a lot of this is like manifestation. Like, oh, before I go, my life manifestation. It had me write what I want just with life. So I want to be a successful actor and screenwriter. Ideas flow out of me day to day, and I am my most authentic self in my auditions. I write my work into a play and have fun with it. I begin developing my next work, which I have an idea for, but that's a later thing. I volunteer at the Hellenic Film Society and connect with directors and filmmakers. Ideas flow towards me. I begin lightly posting on TikTok and accumulating a following. I find small but impactful ways to bring people together to create art with me, like filming a fun but clever TikTok, or making a mockumentary, or helping others in any capacity on their film sets, whether it be acting or being like just a hand on set. I live my life, I go outside and meet people. In Greece, I live life very adventurously and allow myself to be open to whatever the universe has in store. However, I don't force it. I allow my creative juices to flow when they do. I allow myself to make bad art, silly art, and all of the above. When I write, I am as mindless as my morning pages and allow creativity to move through me. I am not in a rush to finish anything. I am not desperate and running out of time. There is nothing to prove. I just create because it is fun. You know, I hope this week I can allow myself to create some fun art. And well, we're already at 16 minutes. Okay, goodbye. Have a great day. Let's see what week 10 brings. All right, bye.